Hello everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Saturday, September 30th, 2023, and I am here at the Raritan River. And she looks a little mad today, but when the river is high like this and really ripping, sometimes some amazing things can happen, and that's why I'm here. I am big game hunting today. I've got my extra heavy rod, and I've got my reel spooled with 80-pound test braid, and I'm gonna start at least by flinging around this big old swim bait, and we're gonna see if there's anything big that is strong enough to fight this current. And I'm thinking that anything that's fighting this current has got to be working up an appetite, right? But when that paddle tail gets in the current, I can really feel it thumping, which is good, because in this dingy water, these fish probably aren't going to be feeding by sight. They're going to need to feel some vibration to home in on whatever's making it. So if that tail is thumping, I know that I'm not the only one on this river that can feel it. Oh, that was a hit. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was definitely a hit, and it did not look small. It was right along the wall. I just saw it flash. I have no idea what it was, but that was for sure a fish. Let's toss back out there and see if he'll hit it again. Boy, getting that one bite really shot my confidence way up. I gotta be honest, when I come to this spot, even under these conditions, which are supposed to be ideal for big fish, my expectations are normally pretty low. I know this is a very high risk, high reward type of spot, but if there's one fish here, I know there's gotta be more. So I think if I just keep casting, I'll hook into one eventually. I've seen a couple of cormorants diving over close to the other side, and as much as I don't like seeing those things, it does tell you that there are fish nearby, at least fish of the size that a cormorant can eat, which I'd imagine might be close to this size. So if there's fish that size around, I gotta believe that there's bigger fish feeding on them. At least a few. So I'm just gonna keep hucking and winding. We'll see what happens. Well guys, I just burned through one whole camera battery, which means I've been fishing for about an hour and a quarter. And so far, I rolled that one fish early on, and that's been it. As you can see, I switched over to this jointed swim bait, and yeah, I mean, that's typically the story for this place. You'll cast and cast and cast, you won't get anything, but then all of a sudden your lure is gonna stop dead, and you're in for a protracted fight against a very angry fish. I'm just hoping that that happens to me at least once today. Well guys, made another lure change. Tied on this double-bladed muskie spinner. I mean, there may be a muskie here, but I'm just kind of going by the logic that there's not much that won't eat a spinner. And by that reasoning, there aren't many big fish that won't eat a big spinner. So that's what I'm tossing around now. And while we've got a moment, while I'm not catching anything, I'll kind of go over the conditions for today. So the river's up, obviously. It's up about 2 feet, and that's because we had a huge rainstorm come through yesterday, and that at one point got the river up about 5 feet above normal. In fact, if you look here, you can see that line of debris right there along this wall. Well, that's how high the river was at some point yesterday. So it's obviously come down quite a bit since then. So we've got falling water. Visibility it's actually not bad. I would say visibility is maybe a foot. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I'd say visibility is about a foot, which is not too bad. So, you know, it's definitely murky, but it's not unfishable. Water temps are in the low 60s, and the cloud cover, as you can see, just started to break up a little while ago. So that means that the low pressure system is 100% out of here, and I'm sure the barometric pressure is rising at the moment, which is not the greatest, but I find that that sort of thing affects river fish a lot less than it does fish in lakes and reservoirs. So we've got pretty good conditions here for some big fish around, and that bite I got early on gave me hope, but haven't had any action since. So I don't know, this spot might break my heart again, guys. That had my heart stop for a moment, but that is not a fish, that is a snag. I don't know, man, it felt kind of like a fish. But alas, it is the big B. There we go, got that one back. I better have gotten that one back. These things are not cheap. Oh wow, look at this. Ooh, it's really stuck on there. No wonder somebody lost it. There we go. Look at that. Is that a Rapala? That is totally a Rapala. That's a floating Rapala. That was like an $8 or $9 lure right there. And now it's my $8 or $9 lure. Fish on. Big fish. Big fish. Haven't seen it yet. I think it's a striper. Oh yeah, it's a striper. It's a nice one. Look at that. Oh boy. Let me see if I can pull him up here. Nope. I didn't bring my big net because that net is cursed. So I'm gonna have to land this guy by hand. Looks like he's hooked pretty well. Oh, jeez. Oh! Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh. Yeah, baby. That's the one. I knew I might only catch one fish today, but I knew it might be this one. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a measurement. See how big she is. Whoop. Easy. Maybe not. Maybe bring her a little bit further away from the water. All right, how big? How big is she? She is 30. She's almost 33. That's a big fish. Yes. Yes, sir. All right. We'll let her go. Come on, get out of there. There she goes. Whew. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. Big fish, guys. Well, guys, that's why I brought the big stuff today. A stout hook, extra heavy rod, 80-pound main line, 130-pound leader. I don't want to say it made it easy, but I wasn't worried about the line breaking, I'll tell you that much. Whew! Fish on. Been a hot minute since my last bite. I might need it, yeah. Got an audience this time.
Hey, somebody's got a fish right now. What'd you get? Yeah, boy. Oh, it's a striper.
Yeah, it's a big striper. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Don't stab him with the net. Wait until I bring him alongside. He's still a little green.
Yeah.
All right, I'm bringing him in, I'm bringing him in. You got him? Yes. All right, thank you. Nice.
What do you want? Right here?
Yeah, that's a good fish.
Damn.
Wow.
Congrats.
Thank you. All right, you know what? I'm gonna get a quick measurement on this fish first before we let him go. I can take it from here. Thank you very much.
Just put the net back up here.
Yep, you got it. All right, let's see what we got here. He is not as big as that last one. This one's about maybe 28, but that's still a real nice fish. And it's a lot easier to land him with a net. Easy, buddy. Whoop, crap. I'm tip wrapped too, that's no good. This is turning into a fiasco. I gotta net this fish all over again. Yeah, he flopped back in the water.
Oh, you're good. Let's put our rod down.
This is a fiasco right here. All right, there we go, got him again. Let me hurry up and get that fish.
You have a YouTube channel?
Yes.
I'll come behind you.
All right.
Dad, you have the pliers?
All right. There we go.
That's a nice striper.
That's 28 inches.
That's keeper size.
Yeah, it is.
You eat them?
Nah, I let them all go. All right. Let's let this one go. Maybe she'll be bigger next year. There she goes. All right. Woo!
Good luck, guys.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. And thanks for the assist with that net. That was clutch. Well, guys, I fished all afternoon. The sun's going down, and it is time to call it quits. Overall, fishing was actually pretty slow. I was here all afternoon and only did get those 2 fish, but man, if you're only gonna get 2 fish, those are the ones you want. But that was pretty much par for the course for this spot. You're gonna put in a lot of time, but if you do, sometimes something amazing will happen. And today, it was my turn. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next adventure.